Tazadaqyah, Black Friday, Tasmanian Devil, Tazadaqyah, whatever you want to call him, has always said that listening was an art. He has said this many times on many different occasions. He has said some things on two separate occasions that only inclines that he has indeed sold out to the secret societies. Now, this is something that many of you don't know who are not a part of the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ. GMS, House of David, Shield of Wisdom, Light and Body. Many of you who are not a part of the New York congregation, you may have not heard these two different statements or these two different quotes or paraphrases on these two separate occasions. The first one that I'm going to allude to is the people are hating. Let me take the time to introduce myself, of course. My name is KOC the Great, Andre Taylor the Legend, the enemy of the cross, which has pagan origins. And I am an ambassador of the Rebel Alliance, and I'm here to establish the truth. I'm here to discourse what is swept underneath the rug. This is where the truth meets the press, controversial headlines. And this has been some talk for about maybe less than a week, I guess. The People Are Hating talk show. The People Are Hating talk show was a talk show, quote unquote, that was put together by Black Friday. It was a response to the different clips that were put up on YouTube by the different accounts, such as Order of the 12, God's Bull, Light and Body, with the accounts such as Depend on Comfy Cream, Black Cult, whereas Black Friday was caught throwing up the horned hand. And it was inescapably clear, undeniably clear, that he indeed sold out to the secret societies, the Illuminati. This is something that cannot be denied. This is something that you can't say that we're lying on this. This is, those images aren't photoshopped. They weren't digitally enhanced. You can see those images with your own two eyes. Now, the People Are Hating talk show was a so-called talk show that he put together, and it was a response to the clips that were exploiting him. Now, he said some things on that so-called talk show for me as an individual that told me, that let me know that he indeed sold out. Now, many different members of the church came out. The host was the high priest of New Jersey. You had different apostles come out and give their so-called testimonies and whatnot. And then finally, Black Friday came out. And the question I asked, people are hating on you, sir. Then the high priest of Jersey alluded to Creflo Dollar and whatnot. But let's just fast forward to the signs that he was caught throwing up. Now, this guy tried to justify himself throwing up those signs with the scripture about Christ saying, "Only a wicked and an adulterous generation seeketh after a sign." Now, I highly doubt that the different individuals that were visiting your website were looking for that. I highly doubt that they were just randomly, or whatever the case may be, whatever the case they may be, whether they were on your site looking to see whether you threw a sign or not. That's not the point. The point of the matter is that you was caught doing it. That's the point. But this guy is a very slick wizard, audience. He says, only a wicked and an adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Then he goes on saying that all the information that was coming out, you mean to tell me only thing that you can focus on was a hand sign? Which is something that I had once said to Lawamad. We once had this conversation. about the same hand sign, about, all that information that was coming out. You mean to tell me that's the only thing they can focus on? Those were statements of denial. Those were statements of denial. Nevertheless, audience. Then he goes out to pull flashcards, and he starts conveying the message that since they couldn't understand anything verbally, the only thing that they could understand was sign language. So then he starts flashing sign languages, flashcards, and like brain dead robots. Not everybody was there. It was a Wednesday night, but the people that were there, Louis, Rosado, Kazaki, Mathani, he definitely was there. The rest of the Byzantine queers, they were there. The so-called apostles, they were there. So he has these flashcards, sign language, and people are laughing. And this is the final statement on the hand sign subject matter. Then he says, "I'ma keep throwing up signs. Everybody got that?" And like robots, the people that were there said, "Khan." Then he says it again, adamantly, "I'ma keep throwing up signs." Then he says, "And what does accepted money have to do with people coming in?" Now, while this is all going on, I'm watching. I'm sitting around. I'm watching the body language of different people. And I'm sitting there. I'm in awe. I'm in astonishment. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy just admitted that he sold out to the Illuminati. What signs was he alluding to? The same signs that Barack Obama has been caught throwing up. The same sign that Bill Clinton has been caught throwing up. These are the signs that he's alluding to. So the hand signs that he was accused of throwing up, he said that he was going to keep throwing those things up. In other words, I'm going to keep throwing them up. You want to say nothing about, what can you say about it? And yeah, I've taken money, but people are still coming to the church. So what's the problem? I don't know if maybe you interpret it differently, but put one and two together, and you determine it for yourself. But this is what he said. This is what he said, that he's going to keep throwing up signs, and